Hello, Bulldog Nation. This is Gardner-Webb University President Bill Downs, and we're coming to you today from my backyard here at the Downs Farm in beautiful Boiling Springs, North Carolina. Welcome to episode 2 of First Downs. First Downs is our chance to introduce you to and connect you with some truly great people, some amazing people, some people who make Gardner-Webb distinctive, who make it such a special place to live, work, and study. And today, what a truly special guest we have. It is our executive chef, Mr. Thomas Tessnear. Chef Thomas prepares so many outstanding meals for our students, our faculty, and our staff each and every day. He's the mastermind behind the newest restaurant on our campus, Bo's Smokehouse. And he's the driving force for all the culinary adventures we have to look forward to in the future. Chef, how you doing?
Welcome. Good to be here.
All right, good to see you. Appreciate you taking time with us.
Yes, sir.
All right, let's get started with some biographical stuff. Tell us how long you've been at Gardner-Webb.
2 different tours at Gardner-Webb. I started out as an action cook back in the early 2000s. I was there for about 5 years, and then my recent tours going back on 5 years again after leaving and owner operating some restaurants for a few years.
You use the word tour. Does it seem like military duty?
Yeah, slightly.
Okay, there you go. All right, let's go further back. I read that you started cooking when you were of the wee age of 10. How did you get started?
So I started helping my mom and dad when I was 10 years old. They owned a restaurant that they ran for 18 years called Amore's Pizza. We done down-home meals, hamburgers, hot dogs, and my first day on the job, my dad had me cleaning table legs at 10. So not long after that, I was making pizzas and cooking and just loved cooking and just decided to stay in it all my life. So
awesome. So fast forward 7 years, competition barbecue when you were 17. Listen to this, folks. Ranked number 1 in North Carolina in both 2008 and 2009. Competed in World Championship in Lynchburg, Tennessee.
Yes, sir.
How brutally cutthroat competitive is competition barbecue?
Competition barbecue, back in the mid-2000s, there was probably about 8,000 competitive teams worldwide. When I got to the Jack Daniel's World Championship representing the state of North Carolina, actually got to cook with Guy Fieri that weekend in a mystery basket challenge. Hung out with him a lot, but on top of that, as far as the competitiveness, the barbecue circuit is a dog-eat-dog world. It's one of those places where if you ask somebody's recipe...
Pig eat pig?
Yeah, pig eat pig. Yeah, that's good. It's one of those things where if you ask them, you know, hey, what are you putting on your chicken? I'll tell you, but I'll have to kill you. It's that kind of circuit, but it's a really tight circuit, and to be number 1 in North Carolina in the early 2000s or mid-2000s was really awesome.
That's pretty special. What'd you learn from that experience?
A lot of technique on how to cook and a lot of stuff on basically just growing up as a cook, I guess you would say. It helped a lot meeting other people, seeing other things and what they do out there. It was really nice.
And when you were competing at that level, what style barbecue? You know, we talk a lot about Eastern, Western. There are all kinds of different variants and people are very keen about what's the best. What were you doing?
I try and do a happy medium. I do sort of a blend of an East and West. I like to blend
so you're
even in the sauce, yeah. So try and keep everybody happy.
Okay. Very good. So let's fast forward to the present. You're now the executive chef at a residential university, Gardner-Webb University. What's a day in the life of an executive chef at a place like Gardner-Webb?
Probably 100 questions a day, easily. That's probably the morning shift. Generally, I'm in about 6:30 every morning. I leave sometimes 8, 9 o'clock at night, sometimes 6, 7 on a good day. It's a lot of just guiding your cooks in the right direction, but it's also a thrill. My daughter actually graduated from Gardner-Webb several years back, and with my daughter graduating there, I just feel like I owe it to the kids at Gardner-Webb to be there and try and give them the best food we can possibly produce.
What's the favorite part of your day?
Going home at the end of the day.
Brutal honesty no, seriously, when you're at work, what's your favorite part?
I love coming in. I love going down probably and seeing like breakfast and lunches, the dinners that people put out. When we get a brag from a kid or a complaint, obviously it's a serious thing if it's a complaint, but when it's a brag, I love to be able to go back to my staff and pass on what they've accomplished. Seeing them smile because they know they produced a good dish really goes a long way.
So the modern college student is probably a little different than we were when we were growing up. Very diversified array of interest and needs, and different dietary restrictions. I have learned more words that are associated with different eating preferences and styles. What's your strategy for keeping people happy and healthy in what they eat?
Keeping them happy and healthy, basically in this modern day, everybody wants chicken. So as long as you got chicken, you're pretty good there on the menu for everybody. But luckily, we have an allergen station that covers a lot of the allergens out there, covering the top 10 allergens. That seems to help a lot, but just trying to keep on top of the turning and trends of what's going on, and try and stay up to date by going to different trainings and classes throughout the year helps a lot, keeping everything going.
So I said earlier, you're the mastermind behind something called Bo's Smokehouse. Tell us how you got the idea, how you implement it, and how it's going.
Bo's Smokehouse comes from a sort of smokehouse theme, I think. When I met you years ago, your love for meat sort of is the same way I go as far as loving food. I love to cook meats, smoke meats, grill meats, obviously with the barbecue and stuff. And in talking to you, it come to tuition that we really didn't have a place that could give the kids the wings no more with transitions of different food purveyors. And we decided, okay, let's go with the wings. So I took a menu that had wings and quesadillas and stuff and included some barbecue and favorites that people like. Seems to be a growing trend. The kids seem to support it a lot and like it. But we also like the fact that we can take that menu and evolve it and put the latest and greatest on there and change things up over the different semesters to give them more options on campus.
So this past year you did something special every Thursday. What was that, and are you going to continue that in
Yes,
the coming
sir.
year?
Yes, sir, definitely. We done a smoked brisket basically every Thursday was Brisket Thursday at the Smokehouse. We done very good with it at Bo's. The kids seemed to really like it. There was a lot of them come on board and eat it. And I plan on doing that again this Thursday, or starting in the fall semester as soon as we get cranking up again.
I'll be there.
Sounds good.
All right. So what everybody wants to know, especially the students, we got a new cafeteria. It's been renovated. It's been completely renovated. What is our dining population going to notice first when they walk into the new caf?
I think when you walk into the new caf, you're going to see a great and awesome experience of a new facelift with a lot of modern technique cooking. You're going to walk in and see a big old wood-fired pizza oven that goes from the floor all the way to the ceiling in the building. Great big Gardner-Webb logo, which is supporting the school. I love seeing that out there. Along with that, you're going to have a nice global action station that's going to be running a lot of action stuff. We're even including some hibachi cuisines and stuff like that this time around. A brand new deli bar with a facelift that'll have some bread displays of different breads. A lot of like ciabatta, sourdoughs and stuff like that will be out there. We'll be baking a lot of bread in-house. Going back to the pizza bar, we'll also be doing fresh made crust, fresh made sauce on our pizzas. And there'll be a lot of strombolis and calzones and stuff we can do. We'll take the pasta bar that we currently have and it'll be elevated to an action bar. So we'll have a lot of different changes, including we're going to have the home line back there in the back with some more casseroles and things that the kids have asked for over the past.
So are you more excited or more relieved to get into that space?
Relieved. Definitely
You and
relieved.
me both, right?
Can't wait.
All right, I'm looking forward to that as well. And so that'll be available when all of our new students get there.
In the fall, as soon as they return.
Let's
Yep.
go. I know that being a Christian is important to you.
Yes, sir.
I know your faith is important to you. What does it mean to you that you nourish the bodies of students who come to a school that tries to nourish their spirits and their souls?
It's an awesome thing. I think it's a very awesome experience to be able to do that as a reborn Christian. I think that this world needs that. I think that walking around the campus when you see them take chalk and they're writing Bible verses everywhere is awesome. Talking to some of the kids that are in some of the ministry classes, experiencing some of what they've done, I just think it's awesome, and I love that I'm a part of that.
That is awesome indeed. So let me ask you this. When you're not cooking for others, what's your go-to meal for you?
Steak, always a ribeye.
Always a ribeye.
Always a ribeye. Always a
Medium
steak.
well?
Mid-rare.
Mid-rare.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
there you go.
Yes, sir.
All right, a little bit more on barbecue. Football season's coming up.
Yes, sir.
Do we have any plans to elevate our pregame tailgate barbecue experience at Gardner-Webb? Any thoughts about how we could do that?
Definitely. We're most definitely going to have a tailgate package going where you can get barbecue from both Smokehouse and get all the fixings to go along with it, baked beans, slaw, sauce, some buns, and then we'll also have a wing package that you can get to do for a tailgate package also. And then we're hoping we've got some new stuff coming down the pipe on Monday nights where you can come in Bose and get wings before you get ready to watch the big game.
Monday Night Football. Awesome. All right, let's pick a little fight with Charleston Southern, want to?
Yeah, sure.
All right, we're renewing the barbecue bowl.
Let's do it.
This year. We're playing Charleston Southern at their place on November 2nd. It's the North-South Barbecue Bowl. We took care of Campbell in the East-West Barbecue Bowl. I think probably folks watching have a sense of what the difference is in Eastern and Western North Carolina barbecue. What's the difference between North and South barbecue? What's South Carolina?
South Carolina, to me, in competitions in South Carolina, I've seen a little bit more of a mustard-based sauce that they bring to theirs.
Gasp.
Yeah, so it's just trying to knock off the North Carolina style. So I think our North Carolina style will prevail.
Okay, I'm pretty confident on that too. You brought a prop with you, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's go. Let's go over to the smoker. You want to?
Sounds good.
All right, let's take a look. What's the biggest mistake you've seen a barbecuer do?
Fire a cooker, walk away from it, and see it catch on fire.
Serious?
Yes, sir. Definitely seen them catch on fire and burn.
Favorite sauce?
Don't really have one. I take a homemade.
Are you okay? Maybe
Yep,
so.
try to do a homemade sauce. So if I had to pick, probably the most common is a Sweet Baby Ray's is a really common
Sweet Baby.
sauce. So everybody likes Sweet Baby Ray's. So
Favorite side?
Favorite side? That's a tricky question. Baked beans or grilled corn? I like grilled corn on the cob. So.
And you finish it off with what dessert?
Gotta be banana pudding.
Banana pudding.
Only
There it
right
is.
here.
All right. Peas in a pod. Let's take a look. Oh, man, there it is.
Yes, sir.
If viewers at home could only smell, you'd be set for a week.
Yep.
How do you know when you're ready?
Well, this one here is pretty much falling apart. So magic's there. We know the temp's been reached and everything, so
Okay.
we're good to go. So I guess it's more importantly now it's taste time.
It's
So
taste time
to dive in,
It's
right?
taste time. Have you ever had a bad one?
I've burnt one or two in
Have
my
you?
time. I've had some cut ups and stuff, or some mess ups. You never know with the grill what it's going to do and how it's going to act.
Okay.
You can cook 100 times, and on the 101th try, it's going to change somehow, some way. So
This one's going to be perfect.
I hope so. You want to try it?
Yes, sir.
It's all you, sir.
All right. That's perfect.
Thank you, sir.
Outstanding.
Thank you, sir.
Not going to last long. Chef's got to have some. Oh, man. Delicious. All right, here's a question for you. You told us the timeline, the original passion, and the passion that sustained your love for cooking. Tell us about that.
That hits a little bit deep. That actually comes from my wife.
Yeah?
I love cooking at my mom and dad's restaurant, but when I met my wife, her brother actually competed in cook competition barbecue. So I started out helping him with a team called Good Old Boys. Former contractor Skip Warwick was involved in that. A couple of boys from Beam Edwards and Brooks were actually involved in that, and just wanted to go to another level. My dad was on the outside looking in and wanted to do it, so obviously I had the chance to make memories with my family. So me and my family went on tour cooking barbecue, led to the restaurants and everything we've done over our time and to where I am today.
And the family's going to continue the tradition?
My trailer says it's a family thing, and
There it is.
we're hoping to start back in the fall if everything goes as planned.
Outstanding. I love that. So, I mean, because Gardner-Webb's about family.
That's
and
it.
this fits right in.
Yes, sir, definitely.
Here's another question for you. You talked about the new calf. Tell us about the logistics of feeding a mass of humanity. How many folks do we feed on a daily basis at Gardner-Webb?
Daily basis numbers right now with the calf being where it is, we're on an average anywhere between 250 to about 375 on any given day, depending on what's menued. I'm hoping to take that to another level and get on up into the 400s.
Okay.
More consistency on the meals, better food, different menu picks, different options. I've actually hired a sous chef now. Comes from Tron Equestrian Center,
Okay.
using him with his training. I just got another new saute and action cook that's got a lot of experience. And I'm looking to hire a few more people that's got experience along the way. And if we can get a few more good people, I think we're building that team to where we can take it to the next level.
So think about hundreds of people on a daily basis. How many staff does that entail?
Generally, any given day, we're running anywhere from 30, 40 people in and out throughout the day, different shifts. Just in the cafeteria alone, I think overall we're shooting with about 80-something employees to run residential and the retail operations too.
Outstanding. Tell us a little bit about Airmark.
Airmark's a really nice company. I was honored to be picked up by Airmark. Airmark believes in its employees. They offer a lot of corporate training to get you to where they want you to be. I think their menu concepts are good. I like the idea behind Airmark. The morals and values seem to be really well. They like to invest in their employees. They believe in promoting from within. So I think there's good opportunities with every employee, even if they're not happy there, with Airmark being a leading food purveyor, that they could possibly transfer if they were moving to a different state, and possibly even have an option to transfer and not lose a job. So that brings a lot to the table for the employees.
So the future is bright for dining services at Gardner-Webb.
I think so. I think
Outstanding.
with this renovation and the team the way it's building, I can only see it getting better from here.
All right, so will we or will we not share this barbecue with people behind the cameras? That's what everybody's going to want to
It's
know.
entirely your call, boss.
It's my call.
Yes,
I'll
sir.
make that call later. All right, Chef Thomas, thank you so much
Yes, sir.
for everything you do for Gardner-Webb, our
Thank you.
students, our faculty, our staff. Thank you for coming out here and sharing with our audience. We're just excited about what you are doing. We're excited to get that cafeteria open. We're excited about all the new culinary adventures ahead. So thanks for being our second guest on First Downs. And to all of you out there in Bulldog Nation, thank you so much for tuning in and watching. Stay hungry, Gardner-Webb. Thank you, and God bless.